I managed 6 creators and I was getting 40 messages from them a day. It was a lot, okay? It's 6 people. So I had to read Slack, read my emails, and read my DMs all the time. I was always distracted because they were always battling to get my attention for some reason or another because they wanted me to do some shit. And this is the morning before AI. I would spend a whole entire hour and a half to go through all of my messages just so I can understand what I needed to do. Because that's how many messages were coming in. So ChatGPT, it tells you, Claude Cowork, it does. One, it gives you advice that you can act on yourself. And the other one, it acts on your computer, your apps, your files, your skills. So that's the difference between a chatbot and a coworker. So there's 3 things ChatGPT just can't do. Not does them less well, it can't do them. That's the worst part. And so each one, it runs your machine, your files, and your apps. So now we have 3 demos right now, morning to edit bay. So we're gonna start with organizing your files, managing your communications, and then cutting your video. I'm gonna show you guys how I would do this if I was working as an employee right now, because I used to do this while I was working as an employee. And bro, my productivity was out of the roof. Every creator, they've ran into this footage problem before. You have image 4832 all the way to image 4891, and you have no idea what's inside of any of them. So you watch every clip and it takes forever. 60 clips, you have 0 names, and you have to watch every single one of them. Let me explain. This is the before folder. Everything's all messy. This is actually one of my clients I helped organize. So you can see that all of his folders are messy. And so what we did was we're like, hey, you can run this through AI, right? We ran what I call my AI B-roll method. We organized everything, and then we even created a brief for him to show him which B-roll he can use where inside of these clips. So here's the thing. One of them, it tells you, one of them doesn't. So ChatGPT is going to use a naming convention. It's grouped by date or maybe scene, and basically it tells you you go organize it yourself. Here, I laid it out for you. Here's the formula. This is how old AI used to be. It just tells you, it talks to you, but that's all. But here, the folder opens up, the clips is now fully categorized, and it's done while you sleep or drink or whatever it is else that you wanted it to do. It's done. So we entered a prompt. Here's the prompt. And what we did with that prompt was now it goes through all of our different communication channels: Slack, Discord, email, whatever, any of your communication centers that you use and you tell it to use. It will go through, it will read through your conversations with every single person, and then it will summarize it into what you need to do to help them. So now everything is all in one place, and all you have to do is hit send, because I can answer all of them for that. I could have Claude or AI make whatever report or brief they need, and I can have AI go do it, come back to it later. We can review it, verify that it's good. If it's good, we send it over to our next person. That's what I did. That's what I call my AI's comm system, because it allowed me to take in every single comms, let AI get the context of what it needs to do, and then send it back to them. Because I already knew the answer. All I had to do was just send it. So it reads, it compiles, all I do is send it. So Slack channels, your emails, your DMs, all of it without you opening the tools. It summarizes everything. Claude reads through it. Step 2, compiled in one place. Every single message is one panel. It gives it a priority order, and there's no tab juggling. You don't have to jump over at all. You just stay in one app. And step 3, you reply from there. You don't have to do any app switching, and the replies, they dispatch back to wherever they came from. So if they came from email, they'll go back to email. If they came from Discord, they'll go back to Discord. And here's the third demo. This is probably the biggest one if you're a video editor. I would say that a lot of creators are video editors as well, so this one will be very, very relevant to you. Editing is slow because you watch everything first. And it's just kind of just a waste of time because you don't need to watch everything first. So at least 90% of you definitely want to know this one. So the cutting itself isn't hard, but watching every frame to find the cut, that's definitely the slow part. Then doing that 60 more times because you have a whole bunch of clips that you now have to cut up. We all felt that before. So we have quite a few files in here, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna double click on this one, Claude Cowork Master Rough. It's gonna get us to this, load XML, we'll press OK. And now we automatically have our entire timeline. I'm gonna move this one up so you can see it. Look, this is our entire timeline. It's really cool. But you know, it's cool. Everything is cut for us. Like this video, this is the original video right here. Open it over here. click and drag this in. And see, this is the original video. It spans to 24 minutes. Whereas this one, it cut it down to 13 minutes. So we already have half of our cuts done. So this is the file from earlier. This is the most important one, add markers resolve.py. We're gonna double click and it's gonna bring us a few things. It gives us all of these commands here. We're gonna copy and paste this, go back to resolve, click on this little text box, paste that in, and look at that. You have your entire markers. So each marker is where you can start. This one we have to trim. But you see, this isn't completely perfect. I just want you to know. What I mean is right here.
This might be slide 2.
See, right here, it cuts off. So that's why we turned it to an XML file so that we can do this.
This might be the video that helps you save $960 in the next 12 months. Slide 2.
And see, we'll go here, cut it like that. And this is the power of AI. You can really automate this whole entire process. And you see this red marker, this is from here to here, all the way to here. We can cut all this out. Of course, it's not 100% perfect, but like I said, this gets you 90% of the way there. So now, instead of cutting, you're the one that's reviewing. ChatGPT, it would just tell you what to cut. You know, you can create a cut sheet from there as well, but you need that timestamp. With Claude Cowork, you can create files. It will generate files for you that already make it come pre-cut and then add all these markers in. So now you become the operator, you don't become the executor any longer. This is basically what we're training you to become, an operator and not an executor. This is where the world is shifting to, becoming an operator. So thanks for making it all the way to end. That's 3 demos. This is one shift, one essential shift of becoming executor, turning to an operator. You stopped asking and you started delegating. That's the operator move right there. So just to sum this all up, our first demo was about Claude opening up your folders. Our second demo was your communication systems, one command center. And demo number 3 is actually doing something useful that saves a lot of time. Like, I remember back when I was still cutting videos, there was one video, it would literally take me the entire 8 hours to cut. This video was an hour long. Hey, I thought I was pretty efficient until I started cutting that one. Like, it was so bad. There was just so many mistakes. I had to listen through and read through. It's like reading a freaking book. Nightmares, man, nightmares. Anyways, join my school community, Art 4, if you want to learn more about this stuff. We talk about AI, we talk about learning AI and how we're using it with each other. And we are gonna be closing soon and start charging for entry. Once we hit 20 people, it's gonna be $10 per month to be a member. And it's not gonna get any cheaper over time. The more members there are, the more expensive it gets. But the people who join early, they can lock in their pricing. If you join for free, you never have to pay again. If you joined at $5, all you have to do is pay for $5. That's why you get founder prices. All right, see you guys.